So the second project that you're going to be doing with me this year is to make a photo essay or photo story, and involves a few things. I thought I'd tell you a little bit about Life magazine, because Life magazine was probably the greatest exponent of the photo essay. There were many others. Stern in Germany, Paris Match in France, and Picture Post in the UK. But Life probably had some of the most iconic and most well-known photo stories of their time. So Life magazine used to be a weekly publication and later went to monthly and then folded completely. And in the days before television, if you wanted to see moving image news, you went to the cinema and you saw the Pathé newsreel. But if you wanted to see it on a regular basis, probably the best way was to look in a newspaper or a magazine. And Life magazine were well known for running photo stories, photo essays. So rather than single images, sets of images, which acted rather like a documentary film does nowadays. So there were many famous photo stories, but by some of the great photographers. So this A Spanish Village is one of the most well known of the Life photo stories, and was made by a photographer called W. Eugene Smith. Definitely well worth looking up and find out a bit more about him. So a double page spread to open it, with a little bit of an introduction. Next double page spread was just pictures with extended captions. Same on the next. Okay, so it was a visual story. So the captions. So you had the introduction, which was short, and you had extended captions that went with the pictures that did a little bit more to explain it. But the story was told through pictures and through the way pictures were combined. So the way you'd bring pictures together. Henri Cartier-Bresson, probably one of the greatest exponents of the photo essay. He says in his essay, The Decisive Moment, written in 1952, sometimes there is a unique picture whose composition possesses such vigour and richness, and whose content radiates outward from it. That single picture is a whole story in itself. This is rare. So, what he's saying there is occasionally you can tell a full story in one picture, but very often you need a collection of pictures to make that story work, to give a context, to see where it went, to understand the sequence, what happened before, what happened after. This is a collection of pictures from a famous photo story made in 1960 in colour, which is unusual that early to make pictures in colour. But this story was made in India at the start, just before and at the start of the monsoon season. So there was light, so he was able to use colour because in those days colour film was very slow, which meant that you needed a lot of light to make it to expose it effectively. So Brian Brake was able to use this colour film in this case because he was in an area of the world where there was lots of light, lots of sunshine. This is the collection of pictures. It was used in Life magazine, but it was also used in other magazines as well, and in different ways, different formats. So that's the opening double page spread from Life magazine. And there's another double page spread which just shows 3 images there, but it's beautifully put together and looks wonderful, and unusual that it was in colour as well. So this is another photo story by W. Eugene Smith, and what you're looking at there are 4 double page spreads. 4 plus one other at the end there. I think there might be 4. There might be several there. You might be able to count them up. But this is a photo essay called A Country Doctor. I'm going to give you this link separately because you won't be able to click on it on this video, so I'm going to give it to you separately. But it's a link to a BBC programme about Life magazine and what they did. So I would like you to watch that as a separate thing.